All right, guys. Well, most of you do know me here, and most of you don't. My name is Danny Lee. I run the training department here. So what we're doing today, I want to congratulate all of you guys for, becoming a part of the 60-day challenge. It's going to be an awesome challenge. We got a lot of bonuses, like things we've never done before. So remember, next Saturday, okay, we're trying to get a solid day from him, 8 or 9 a.m. We're going to be doing the whole healthy cooking, the tasting thing where I bring the chef in, we're bringing the ovens in and doing all that. He's going to tell you how to cook, the best ways to cook, what best oils to use, so forth and so on. Okay, if you can't do it again, we're going to tape everything. We have an X Factor TV station you can just log back on and review anything that we've done seminar-wise to review it if you can't make it. Okay. So what we're strictly talking about today is nutrition. Like I was saying, nutrition is definitely 70 to 80% of all the results that you see. Okay, you can't out-train a bad diet, no matter how hard you bust your ass. If you do not focus and get a good nutrition plan set up for you, or know how you should eat. Hey guys, there's some paper. Well, you got some. There's some paper on the floor if you need some. But you definitely need a plan. That's why we're doing this before Monday starts. So you have today and tomorrow to kind of put something together for you. Remember, if you guys have any questions, ask me now. Don't wait. 60 days isn't very long. It's 2 months, but it's long enough to make a big change if you follow a plan. And food has to be one that you got solidly down. Okay. What we're doing is passing out the packets now. A lot of the packets have to do with the paleo nutrition diet. The better lean meats to use, better carbohydrates, things like that. The only thing I see in there, I think one set potatoes. I don't really want you to use potatoes, or if you're following one of my plans or something like that, don't do that. Depending, you can do sweet potatoes, fine, but regular potatoes is something that we're not going to be doing. Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to start this off. Basically, what we're going to be talking about first. All right, 60-day Beachbody Blast Challenge. Okay, it's a 60-day transformation contest. So guys, it's not strictly a weight loss challenge, okay? It could be a little bit of everything. It could be weight loss for people whose goal is to lose weight. It could be, a body fat percentage loss for someone who's just trying to tone up, tighten their body up. So it's not necessarily say who loses the most weight wins. It's not like that, okay? We already talked about entry fees. Everyone knows about that. We don't need to go over that. We'll go ahead and skip all this. The last, here's that infamous page. I was like, oh, the prizes. I was like, holy crap, I swear to God, I wrote it down. I'm going crazy. All right, so seminar today, like I said, this is your roadmap to success. This needs to be you need to have this written down and you need to have this prepared every day. Don't go into the day being like, oh, I gotta eat 2 hours, where am I gonna go eat? That makes it a lot harder. That gives you a lot of room for error. If you're working and you gotta drive around and you're on the road, or, it's best to have your food prepared, packed. That's definitely, to be successful, that's usually the best way you need to do it. So what we're going to talk about is basically your keys to success, basically tips to turning your body into a fat burning machine, basically just boosting your metabolism. That's how your body starts burning fat. By boosting your metabolism, certain hormones kicking in your body, which help with burning fat. Okay, there's different tricks. So what I'm doing is I'm going to explain 4 different types of nutrition plans that have been successful with lots of my clients, with people I know, and just in general in the industry. Okay, so I'm giving you the top 4 ones that I know work best. All right, some of them are going to be harder than others, so not going to fit for everybody. All right, so just kind of pick what you want to do, or if you have your own thing, you can do your own thing too. Like I said, this isn't medical advice. This is just, I have a nutrition certification. I've been doing this forever. We're also going to talk about things to avoid so you don't store excess fat, how to avoid that, because that's always a big one. All right, so the first thing we'll be talking about is the big breakfast diet. Okay, this one is only done for a 28-day. Okay, so this is basically a 28-day rapid fat loss program. Okay, rapid, that's the whole thing. All right, so it says that because you really can't maintain, or it's not good to maintain longer than 28 days of this. So what I would suggest is either start with this and then continue with maybe one of the other ones, or vice versa, end with it. It just depends on what works for you. Okay, because this one's pretty in-depth and pretty detailed. All right, so basically the test groups of this were losing about 5 pounds a week. Okay, so I got this from a buddy of mine. He's one of the weight loss experts in the whole industry. When I was out in California, something new that they were doing, is having huge results with it. Okay, his name is Joel Marion. You can look him up online. He's got every weight loss thing, freaking period, makes millions of dollars a year online.
Joel what?
Marion. And so basically what it is, how this works, guys, obviously saying big breakfast diet, so you're having huge breakfast 5 days out of the week. Okay, so we're saying your metabolisms are the highest in the mornings and slowest in the evenings. I think most of us know that. All right, so taking a higher caloric intake in the morning makes sense. So you're not going to store any kind of excess, or your body's not going to be able to burn it. Okay, so consuming calories earlier in the day versus later just makes most metabolic sense, which it does. Okay, basically we process carbohydrates best in the morning for a couple reasons. In the morning hours after you're waking up, your insulin level, your insulin sensitivity levels are highest, and your glucose tolerance is best, where it can consume more. Okay, that means like you can take more sugars in your body. Like a lot of times when I'm doing nutrition plans with you guys, I talk about sugars a lot. Like sugars are horrible, and a lot of times people just don't understand it. Look, how many calories are in it, how many fats in it. Yeah, you need to look at that stuff too, but sugars are just as bad or even worse. Everything, I mean, there's so much sugar in everything. Even milk, like skim milk, you're like, oh, I'm still using skim milk. Yeah, that's 100 times better, but again, that is 12 grams of sugar like per cup. And who really uses per cup when they're doing cereal, or and it's always more than that. So you gotta look at it like that. Like in certain nutrition plans, like 20 grams a day in sugar period, something like that. And you're like, oh, that doesn't sound too bad until you start looking at your labels and you're like, holy crap. Things like that, like a normal yogurt, if you get like a light, like a Yoplait light yogurt or something like that, it's still like 20-some grams of sugar per serving, okay? So remember, that's why I always say, oh, you gotta go Greek yogurt, guys, things like that. All right. Again, consuming high calories and high carbohydrates in the morning is most ideal time for fat loss, like I was saying. All right, so basically, consuming our daily allotment of calories in the morning allows us basically the rest of the day, so how this program is working, to burn off those calories. Okay, so what it's doing is like leaving your body all day to burn off the excess energy stores in the morning. Yeah, you got a question, Emma?
One meal, that's all it is for the day.
Well, for this one, it's a little different. Okay. So I mean, I'll break it all down for you, because this one I'm also going to go into the workout they want you to use, so forth and so on. Okay. So basically, so what it's doing is consuming 1 meal a day for 5 days. Okay. So what you need to do is you're having a big, it says consuming 1 meal a day, even a very large one will result in a definite, sizable caloric deficit, which is essential for fat loss. What that means is you're taking a lot of your calories and your fats and everything in the morning. You know, a lot of times you have a big breakfast, they're like oh, I'm full for a while, I can't eat for like a couple hours, things like that. So you're probably gonna have a bigger breakfast than that normally. And then basically throughout the day, you're gonna sustain your muscles with like branched chain amino acids, but I'll go into that in a little bit. Okay, so the reason why is you're gonna have your higher calories and your carbs everything in the morning. Okay, so that's when your body can absorb the most and it takes the most in. All right, so the rest of the day you're going to be burning those calories as you're working, as you work out, so forth and so on. So basically calories coming in, calories being burned. They're going to be a lot higher than calories coming in. So what happens is it forces your body to start using your fat cells as energy. So you're going to burn a lot more fat. Again, it's not the easiest thing to do. Okay, like I said, it's not an easy one. That's why I started with this one. It might not be for everybody. It depends on what you can do, how much effort you want to put into this, okay? But these do work. I'll give you the top 4 that I know are the best in the industry, okay? So that's basically this part. I'm going to break down the next part. Same thing. So saying essentially you're creating a large caloric deficit, like I was just saying. Consuming calories and carbohydrates when metabolism and glucose are at their peak, and you know the timing of the calorie intake is the absolute best time where you have a full day ahead of you to keep burning off those calories and a ton of body fat as well. So like exactly what I just said. So once your calories and everything is burned off and your energy, your body has to use something as energy, and what it uses is your fat. Okay, and usually you won't use fat unless, so So what you have to do is basically start doing, you have to like basically have a strategy of branched chain amino acids throughout the day to feed your muscles so you don't go into catabolic states. Like I always tell you guys to make sure you avoid. Okay? Basically, this is the weekly setup. It's basically, all right, Monday, Friday is a big breakfast day. You can switch this up any way you want. I'm doing this as, okay, you're basically here Monday through Friday. You know, then you kind of play on the weekend or whatever it may be. So that's how I did this. If your days are different, if you have a day off during the week, you just change it up. So Saturday is a cheat day. Your cheat day on this program, you can cheat all day long. It doesn't matter. Have those cravings that your body's doing for one. Make sure you don't like be like, okay, I want to be good. I'm not going to do it because on this style of you know, nutrition plan, the cheat day does a lot of different things. Okay, the cheat day is going to spark a higher increase of everything in your body because you haven't really, your eating's been sporadically different. So what it does is as you diet, your leptin levels in your body, hormone levels, that's like your fat hormone levels. Okay, what helps you burn fat, drop. So when you hit that cheat day again, it's going to shoot back up, start making your body work. It's going to help spark your growth hormone as well. And those two hormones in the body are the ones that are essential for fat burning. Okay, so you have to have it. So don't try to be like, oh, I still want to be good on that day. It needs to be a cheat day. Not a cheat meal, cheat all day long. It doesn't matter really what you eat. Again, eat in right portions. So I don't want you to go eating huge things of spaghetti, so I would never tell you to eat size that big anyway. Eat your normal portions, whatever it may be. Like if you like pizza or you like cake, have that stuff. Have it all on that day though. Don't think about being good on that day at all because this is done for a reason. Okay? You're not going to gain anyway, don't worry. Okay? So make sure. Okay? And I'll break down why and this and that. And Sunday is basically a fast day. We're having nothing almost except certain liquids and amino acids. Okay? And I'll tell you the reason why that is too. Okay? All right. So basically the 3 types of days. Again, day 1 is going to be a cheat day. They always say you want to start off with this program with a cheat day. So again, if you were going to go hard, you would actually start your cheat day tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday. Monday would be like your fast day. Okay, but just saying. All right, so cheat days. I recommend start it on a cheat day to boost the fat burning hormone levels and prime the body for optimal fat burning over the course of the next week. Okay, so basically set your body in that right tone. Because once you have a whole bunch of food, then you're going to almost have a certain little bit, I mean, not none, but your calories are going to be a lot shorter than this. Okay? They say, like I said, eat what your body's craving, eat when you normally wake up. Don't, like I said, try to eat within 20 minutes of waking up. I always say that. It helps speed that metabolism, get your body out of that catabolic state. Same thing with this. Okay, don't be like, hey, well, I'm going to eat more calories that day, so I'm not going to eat until noon. It doesn't really make sense, okay? Not with the way this works. Okay? Just don't stuff yourself to the point of discomfort. Like I was saying, portion control is still in effect, always. It always needs to be. Okay? You don't ever want to stretch your stomach. I know it is the hard part, right? Like I said, just try to get the plates that are just enough size you can only put so much food on there. Kind of helps. Drink more water as you go along. Says don't skip meals. Okay? Again, don't think, hey, well, I'm eating bad, so I'm going to skip this next meal. No, on a cheat day, in this nutrition plan, you go hard all day long. In my plans, I'm like, you have 1 or 2 meals on that day, and that's it, period. All right, it says don't consume alcohol, period. I know that's a tough one, right? For 28 days. For reason is it messes with your hormone levels and burning fat. And within the 28 days of this type of plan, like I said, it's going to work against what we're trying to do, especially with the cheat day, okay? So at 28 days, you're going, no alcohol. All right, so the fast day. Woo, this is the hard part right here, all right, for most people. So the purpose of the post-cheat fast is to create a massive calorie deficit while the body is still, they say, uber ready and primed to burn fat. So it had all those calories and stuff like that, so everything, all the hormone levels and everything are super high and racing, okay? And that's why it's exactly positioned in the day, right after a fat burning hormone boosting cheat day. So strategically placed right after the cheat day for a reason, okay? On this day, you'll consume nothing but fluids. Water will be the majority of it, which you will strategically supplement with branched chain amino acids to prevent catabolism of the muscle. Okay, so basically, if you guys don't know, branched chain amino acids it's basically like super protein. It's like the best part of the meat. When I say eat protein, things like that, what you're doing is consuming that protein to get your branched chain amino acids in your body. Is what helps build your muscle, sustain your muscle, make you stronger, so forth and so on. So what these are is actually a supplement, pills, so forth and so on. You would actually need to go to like a vitamin shop type thing or a nutrition store and pick these up. Okay, you're gonna be able to see how many you need to pick up once I go through the little calculations with you guys. Okay, so like I said, it says in simple terms, branched chain amino acids are the best part of protein, super protein. So what you do is you take basically 30%, so 0.3 grams per body pound of weight, split over 6 doses throughout the day. So I am 185, I just go 185 times 0.3. It's gonna give me my total number. Then I split that into, then divide that by 6. Then you'll know how much grams to take per meal throughout the day. And I'm going to tell you the times even, okay? What are those people doing? Say, you know good people can't come here yet, you know? The big breakfast days. All right. It says you'll consume 1 large meal followed by strategic branched chain amino acids throughout the remainder of the day to maintain protein synthesis and protect muscle loss. Protect catabolic state. This will always have you guys eating every 2.5 to 3 hours in my programs. Okay? You'll consume 8 times your lean body mass and calories. Okay? So with a macronutrient breakdown of 30% carbs, 40% protein, and 30% fat. Okay? This meal also needs to be consumed within 90 minutes of waking up. I know you probably heard that. A lot of you guys are probably like, what the hell is he talking about? Okay, so lean body mass. That's how much muscle tissue, bones, organs, hair, teeth you have in your body, and you have fat mass. So what you need to do is, as we're doing your body fat, okay, like today, things like that, what you want to do is, so basically you get your weight, say I'm 185, probably, I don't know, between 10 and 12%. So 185, I'll say, you know, times 10%. Okay, so I would go 185 times 0.1. Is going to tell me how much fat mass I have on my body. Okay, so whatever, 22 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever it may be. Then you subtract that by your total weight, and that's going to give you your lean body mass. So you take your lean body mass, whatever that weight may be, say it's mine's 160, whatever. I would go 160 times 8. Okay, so that's how many calories I need to consume in that breakfast. All right, does that make sense? A lot of calories in the morning. So it's like your whole day of calories in one sitting, basically. Okay? But then, after you get that number, your calories, you need to look at your foods. Then you need to learn that it's 30% carbs, 40% protein, 30% fat. You gotta figure that out with your foods, okay? Which is kind of pain in the ass, but you know, it's one of those things. All right, so if you have problems eating this many calories in the morning, which a lot of you girls might, guys, I don't think it'll be a problem. You can always supplement with a shake if you have to. You know, you can do shakes to add in. Like, oh God, I can't eat this much food. You can slam it like a protein shake. You know, blend a banana in there, throw some other stuff in there, and then it'll help bang the calories up a little bit higher. If you really have a problem, you can also get like a little bit of maybe some sort of weight gainer type shake if you can't eat in the morning for one of those people. But it has to be done in the morning and within 90 minutes of waking up, okay? All right. Branched chain amino acids intake on these days, guys. On the big breakfast days. All right, so you're consuming 25 grams a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times, so it's 5 grams per time. So mid-morning, it's going to be at least 2 hours or an hour and a half after your big breakfast. Okay, because you're receiving branched chain amino acids for breakfast. You want to make sure it's kind of like you're eating, we're doing shakes. This is keeping you at a catabolic state, making sure you keep protein synthesis and sustaining your muscles throughout the day. All right, so mid-afternoon, 5 grams. Noon, 5 grams. Mid-afternoon, 5 grams. Evening, 5 grams. Right before you go to bed, 5 grams. Okay, that's every day you do this, and that's 5 days a week. Got that?
Are there any benefits if you don't do a full 28 days? Like if you did, I don't know, 7, you know, or 14, you know, like where
I mean, you would probably end up losing something too. Well, they're saying you really at least like the test up is losing 5 pounds a week, but you don't want to think of it like that. If you want to go into it, you should go into it thinking 28 days. You know, just try to go hard as long as you can. You know.
On those big breakfast days, are you eating the stuff that's in this list, or are you eating whatever?
bacon?
I mean, big breakfast days you can eat. You can have anything that's on that list, but I wouldn't care if you did. Try not to eat really total crap. You know, because you have a cheat day. That's what that day is for. So eating healthier food also is going to relate to having a huger meal. So, you know, that might be a little tough for some guys. But, you know, certain things just, I mean, I wouldn't have like Danishes, the cheese, cream, and all that kind of stuff. No, I mean, you can, but it's, if it was personally me, and you're still one of my people, I would say no. Don't do it. Do something else. You can do like sweet potatoes, it's fine. You know. Any other questions on that one though? So try to keep pretty good with that in the mornings. When your cheat day, go out, go do whatever you want. Okay. All right. Workout week, sample day. So your cheat day, you do nothing. Even though you're like, holy crap, you know, I'm taking all those calories in. You don't want me to do anything on those days. No, it's for a reason. All right. It's working with your hormones on this, guys. Okay, putting your body in that right fat burning state. You don't want to do anything, because that next day you're going into that fast day anyway. So you're going to have nothing, so your body wants to kind of store that stuff up, you know, raise the fat burning hormones, prep your body. The fast day is when you want to go your hardest, obviously. You're consuming less calories, your body's going to be able to burn more fat that way. As long as you sustain with those branched chain amino acids. So do not eat those branched chain amino acids, guys, on those days. Don't be like, well, I'll do everything and skip that, because that's going to totally go against everything. All right? If I was going to leave something out, that would not be it. I left little things out that don't matter. This is all the keys. I'm giving you like the no BS, real best way to do it. That's the best way to understand it. All right, so MRT. All right, that's metabolic resistance training. Okay, what this does is boost your metabolism, type of resistance training. What that is, it's high intensity, you know, like weight training with cardio involved. So like most of you guys know, like X Factor, that's exactly what it is. Okay, and I'm not just saying that because it's my thing, you know what I mean? I'm going to tell you exactly, this isn't my program, but this is his program, and your metabolic resistance training is high intensity resistance training. Okay, like squat presses, then you go right into like burpees, you're running, so you're getting your cardiovascular and your muscle endurance training together. Okay, if you guys aren't in X Factor and you want to come try it one time, I'll definitely you know, let's just try it out free one time, no problem, just to see how it goes, or maybe just to see how metabolic resistance training works. If not, you can always, you know, Google something. CrossFit's the same way. It's metabolic resistance training. That's probably about the only metabolic resistance training classes that we have here. Everything else is not exactly like that. Okay. Step class, you know your movement. I just said step class. I see it right now. You know your movement, doing this. It's not your resistance training. A tad bit. You're working your muscles a little, but not like what they want you to do here. Okay. HIIT cardio training. Basically, what that is high intensity interval training. That's exactly what I do in class. Same thing with you guys. When we get on the treadmills, we sprint, come back, relax, sprint, come back, relax. So basically, high intensity interval training you do on any kind of cardio equipment or outside or anything. All that is intensity levels. Okay, it's an intensity chart. Kind of catch your, you know, get a jog, warm up, pick your intensity up high as you can. All right, a lot of times you guys' intensity is not high enough. You guys think it is, but it's not. A real true sprint, you're not gonna be able to do more than 30 seconds, 40 seconds. I mean, a real true sprint, not a hard run. I mean the one where you're like, you're getting chased by that freaking dog, you're running. So that's basically the same feeling you need to get where your heart feels like it's pounding out of your freaking chest. Slow back down, catch your breath for about a minute, go back up. So the whole time your intensity level should be like this. This is the peak, catch your breath, peak, catch your breath, peak. If you're doing like a 30-minute, 40-minute, whatever it may be, the whole time it should look like this, okay? Your fat burning is you're gonna go burn a lot more fat that way and a lot more calories. Let's say that you're gonna get a lot better shape so much quicker. You can see results a lot faster. All right, so let me go on this side. So this is the only day that you're actually doing two. It's the same one in the morning, one in the evening. It's up to you. You know, you want to try to do that. And I was like, wow, 2 times a day. Holy crap. Okay. Basically, day one, a big body reference day one is this metabolic resistance training. Day 2, HIIT cardio. Day 3, training. 4, cardio. 5, training. That's if you're coming 5 days a week. If you're doing like a 4-day a week, something like that, metabolic resistance training is more important, guys. I know a lot of you girls are like, well, I want to lose weight. You're going to lose a lot more weight doing metabolic resistance training than you are just doing some cardio out there. Plus your body's going to be a lot tighter, a lot more shapy, a lot more, you know what I mean. It's going to look a lot better for you with metabolic resistance training. You're going to burn more calories that way as well, so you're getting twice the results in half the time. That's like what we say. So you can work your muscles and your burn fat at the same time. Don't just focus on trying to burn fat. Skin becomes loose, you're not toned enough, body fat's actually increase, okay? Any questions with this? Just a little bit longer than the rest of them, okay guys? All right, that one's done. The next thing we're gonna talk about is weight loss T regimen. All right, this was from good old Dr. Oz, okay? I would be one that would be a little skeptical about this personally at first, just until one of my clients did it. And she's been losing pretty good, so I was surprised. I'm like, all right, well then, you know. And I've had her for years, and she fluctuates. She'll lose 30, gain 40, lose 40, gain 35, you know. So she's been back and forth forever, okay? So what this is within 20 minutes of waking up, or how about the 2 T's you need, okay? Is how it's spelled, P-U-E-R-H-T. Don't ask me. I'll say pure, or something. And apparently this comes loose. This T comes loose. Okay, so it's not like little bags. So you need to get one of those little tiny T strainers. Okay, so again, the first diet was extremely intense. Now it's gonna start getting a little bit different and easier. Okay, so like I said, there's a lot of different ones here. All right, so basically the idea of this T, having it within 20 minutes of waking up in the morning, this T basically shrinks the size of your fat cells. Okay, so fat cell, just say it would look like a little oval like this. So it starts focusing on shrinking the cell itself. Okay? Now this is important on the preparation of the tea apparently. Okay? So you pour 1 cup of boiling water into the cup. Then apparently you steep the tea for 60 to 90 seconds. No sweetener, period. Okay, so don't put the tea in there. See, I would just throw it in there and they're like, no, you're doing it all wrong. I'm like, no, really? How that doesn't seem like that, but apparently it matters. Okay, so again, water in the cup, then put the tea in. And I guess you dip for 60 to 90 seconds, no sweetener. Okay?
Class was supposed to start at 8:30. My class in here starts at 8:30.
Does it?
Yes.
I thought it says 9 o'clock on the schedule.
There's one at 10.
Oh.
This one's at 8:30, and then there's one at 10.
Okay, we'll come out there. Sorry about that. We thought it said 9.
That's okay, but
All right, guys, we'll come out here. That's awkward. Awkward. Okay. So the next thing you'll have at noon, okay, but you'll have this one with lunch. So apparently you have this one before breakfast, okay, and then this one you have exactly with lunch, okay, and this one is going to be white tea. Okay. So it needs to be that order as well. White tea. What's that? Yeah, I'm gonna do. That's why we're taping it, so it's gonna be on the X Factor station, so you can go back and replay it. We have a hand up for certain. Your hand. Well, not for this. This tea actually blocks fat absorption. Okay? The other one shrinks fat cells. This one blocks fat absorption. What's up? Yeah, like I said, you want to make sure you're eating a good nutrition plan as well. You know, and obviously you can't eat crap and it's not going to work. You still need to follow a good nutrition plan. You know, either get with one of us, you might get following something now, I'm not sure. But what this girl does is she's on my X Factor Fuel program, okay, and she just added this, and then everyone's eating. I mean, you guys know Natasha, right? A lot of you guys, you know, in the later class, she just keeps going down and down and down. You're like, and that's what it is. It's the only thing different she's done. All right. But this one again. This one can't boil in water. Again, it needs to be 95 degrees-ish, right before boiling point, apparently. Okay? Put the water in a cup, and then you steep the tea for 30 to 60 seconds. Again, with no sweetener. And this one apparently doesn't look it almost looks watery. She said this one is going to be very dark. Okay? This one's going to be more light, like almost like water. Alright? Then basically I say just follow a healthy nutrition plan for the rest of the time. I try to say you can have one cheat meal a week. When I say cheat meal, try to keep it the same day, the whole 60 days. Okay? If that. I mean, obviously, prevent a cheat day, do it, it's going to be better. 60 days isn't very long. But again, body's going to have cravings, and it's better that you get the cheat day out of the way, or cheat meal, than just totally crash and fall your diet and like whole rack of cookies and all that. That's what happens. All right, switching up. All right, now paleo diet. A lot of information. We can give you some information in the packets that you have. Okay. This is also give you a good nutrition plan as well. It's a lot harder, sometimes especially for girls. I noticed. Okay, because it's like no carbs, anything like that. And that's hard sometimes, just in general for everybody. But it does have great results. Like you'll see, like CrossFit people around the world, they're a freak about this stuff. That's all they follow. Okay. So I like it in certain ways I don't. Okay. So basically, the whole plan is based on like what cavemen ate 10,000 years ago. Before agriculture came around, potatoes, starches, and things like that. Because that's what they say. Basically, those type of foods is what kind of cause a lot of diseases in us nowadays anyway. All the artificial, fake, processed type stuff, which makes sense. Okay. It says basically paleo diet is optimal diet that can lower risk of cardiac disease, lower your blood pressure, and also it decreases inflammation in the body, helps with weight loss, and optimal health and athletic performance. Okay. I think we all know. When you go to the beach, everyone does that. You cut out carbs for a little while, right? You'll lose some weight quicker. That's basically what this thing is. They do it always. They don't just do this. It's one of those things they just live on. Okay? So again, there's no dairy in here, period. No grains, no sugars, no legumes, potatoes, processed oils, or any food after agriculture started. Okay? No salt, only water, or coconut water, or you can do organic green tea. Okay? Since you can satisfy your sweet tooth by using either raw honey or coconut palm sugar. Okay, again, you can't just sit there and raw honey all day and have something called. It's just in moderation. Okay, here and there. Just be sure to supplement this plant. Okay, with calcium and vitamin D due to the lack of consumption of dairy. So that again, when you guys will need to go to the vitamin store or something like that, get some calcium pills and vitamin D pills. Also, with all these nutrition plans, you know, especially the big breakfast. I mean, all in general. You should be taking basics like, you know, regular vitamin, just have a multivitamin. You want to make sure. What's also good to help with fat loss also is taking essential fatty acid. Okay, that's going to help with, you know, your joints, get your joints, make your joints feel better. But also good for the heart, but it's also good for weight loss. Okay. The paleo plan. Basically, the paleo plan in there is we give you guys some paleo-approved foods. Okay, fruits. The only thing that I think, if you work out really hard, you notice your body like really dying out, you're getting weaker and weaker and weaker. What I would suggest is after your workout routine, you can have like a half sweet potato. Okay, that's more. They have different types of things like weight training, resistance training, like hard working out for paleo. You get that. You want to add those type of carbs and energy and sugars in your body right after you work out. Because that's when your muscles are depleted. And that's when they'll be able to absorb more and take more in, so you actually probably feel better. Try to do it first if you're going to do it on its own. You start really feeling like horrible. I start seeing you slack in class or something what's going on. You know, just let me know. Little adjustments like that can matter. It can be the world. And it doesn't mean that you're having that small half sweet potato, you're going to gain weight. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means that your body needs a little bit more, you know what I mean, to keep pushing on. Alright? Alright, so the next one, which a lot of you guys know, is X Factor Fuel, okay? That's basically my nutrition plans that I put together for you guys. I'm going to give you the basic points, but then I'm also going to talk about some things. Basically, they're all 5 to 6 meals a day. You want to make sure you're eating within 20 minutes of waking up in the morning, okay? This sparks your metabolism, gets it rolling again in the day. Alright? I also like to have like more higher like metabolic boosting type foods, things like that. Like I said, we're going to be emailing you guys 100 of the metabolic boosting recipes. Okay, these foods are going to help speed your metabolism up just on its own. Like carbohydrates and things like that I like to use are going to be more like carbohydrates that can help like suck water out of your body, things like that. As most of you guys know, good old spinach and asparagus. Those are huge, and it's a natural diuretic. Okay, so it sucks more water out of your body, gets that bloat out of your bellies, makes it look more defined, cut, faster paced. Okay. On this one, I really only want you to drink water-based beverages. Okay. It depends on what you do. It's really all what you put into things, guys. Crystal Light and things like that, I mean, they're okay. You know, I'd rather do that than go do like a diet soda or something. Okay, water's better. Those Mio things, people like those right now. It's up to you. You know what I mean? Put lemonade or water, whatever it may be. I want no starchy carbs after 3. Period. Okay, starchy carbs are your fastest source of energy. I'm not saying cut those out because I want you guys to be working hard and fast, busting your butt, having that energy in your muscles that you need to push hard. Okay. But it's also later on when your body starts slowing down, you're hanging out at work, going home, hanging out with kids. Your body doesn't burn those fast sources of energy. What it does is it ends up storing fat. It goes right into your fat cells and not burning. Okay, which sucks. So we want to make sure we're preventing that as much as possible. So I say cut it out after 3. People say cut it out after 5. I put the up on mine even at 3. It's better. Switch it for more agri-starchy carbs in the day. Then move to more fiber-rich vegetables and things like that during the night. You can do fruits as well. Again, watch your food consumption because there's a lot of sugar in fruit. And our one that's like real easy on the fruit, watch the dairy, things like that. Okay. I'm not saying cut them out. I'm saying, you know, all in moderation with certain things. Because I'll have fruit on diets and things like that. Morning, I like, you know, have, you know, just say, you know, oatmeal, protein or egg whites. Oatmeal and like half grapefruit, something like that. Grapefruit helps spark metabolism, burn fat, things like that. It's one of those little weird things that you don't really know that helps increase little things, more things that you add. Like a little grapefruit, you know, asparagus, spinach, things like that you add to your plans daily. Every little tiny bit's gonna count, okay? I say 1 to 2 cheat meals a day. Again, on that cheat day. Okay. I say 1 to 2 because I mean some people are just like, I can't just do 1, you know. I'll give you the leeway to 2, but I put 1 there because you know me, I'd rather you just go 1 or none. Okay. Because you know, on all the Gold's Gym challenges and things like that, I've had so many like national winners and more winners than anyone in this area following this plan, following this style of eating. It also is a little easier for you guys too. Gives you a little more options unless I get specific. But I will give you specifics too. Like, okay, this many ounces of protein, this much carbs at this time, then you need to eat at this time. Most of you guys do know that. And if you follow it, there's no way it's not going to work. There's no way, like, I tried it and it didn't work. No, it did something wrong. You know, I'm not saying everyone's going to have a little bit of cheat days, things like that. Right now we're in a contest. During normal life, it's fine, you know. Live life, drink, have fun. You got to have fun, period. But if you're in a contest and you're serious and you want to get going, you should not break off your thing. Okay? And well, like just like when we did the iPad challenge, you know, like when we had our teams and everyone was doing different nutrition plans. You know, if you follow the plan, you know, our team won by a huge amount, is because people were sticking to what it was saying. You know, so nutrition, a lot of times all the workouts were the same. Nutrition is huge. I mean, I think we lost, I mean, over 80 some pounds more than everyone else. Okay, and that's as a team. You know, I mean, it goes higher on some of the other teams, but. So basically, what you want to do is switch nutrition plans every 30 days too, guys. I'm a big believer in that, constantly changing things. Your body gets used to everything you do. Okay, our human body gets used to and adapts to everything, which helps us. You know, but at the same time, it works against us when we're trying to lose weight and things like that. So I'm big one on it. All right, okay, maybe this time we're going alternating high carb, low carb days for your nutrition plan. The next time we're going to go basically carb staggering, something like that. The next one, you know. So I'm constantly switching every 30 days to see your body doesn't get used to what you're doing. Same with your workouts. You need to constantly be switching your workouts. That's why our classes are always different every day, just so your body doesn't get, you know, hit that plateau. All right.
Switch from X-Factor to just within X-Factor switch.
Yeah, I would switch like your meal plans. Like when you like, just say if you decided if you want to go on like X-Factor Fuel, it's a 3-month program usually. And what it is every 30 days I'll give you something different to follow. So specifically, I mean you'll have like meal by meal, not choices. You'll have lined out this is what you need to eat. Okay, and if it's something like I can't eat Greek yogurt, I can't eat cottage cheese, something like that, I would change it up for you guys. But you know, for the most part, it's best to not try to alter the nutrition plans because they're made for a reason. Okay. With this one, you need to be eating every 2.5 to 3 hours. That keeps you at that catabolic state that I was talking about, that eating the big breakfast thing I was talking about. Sustain your muscle. Okay. I know, you know, everyone's girls here, you're not trying to bulk up. We know that most of you guys, I think most of them. But the more lean muscle mass you have, you know, the more shape you're gonna have, plus the more calories you burn just sitting there. So the more, you know, the more basically you'll be in a better fat burning state, you'll be able to burn calories and fat a lot quicker. You'll notice results faster than the body mass. Okay? And basically, you know, every plan should be specifically designed for that person's goals. Okay? So everyone's plan is always a little bit different depending on what they're looking to do. Okay, if you're looking to put more muscle mass on, obviously you're going to be eating more, higher calories, higher protein, so forth and so on. Drop weight, vice versa, you know. But again, especially you guys, girls, you guys, the biggest things that I notice, I think just being a trainer my whole life, is basically protein intake. You guys never get enough. Ever. And sometimes it is hard, too. That's why sometimes supplementing with those shakes and stuff is a killer. Remember, don't take anything more than 20. You guys should have nothing more than 25 grams at a time ever. Okay? Anything more than that, your body can't consume it and you're going to store fat. Okay? And besides that, I mean, those are the basic points behind all these things. Remember, like it's emphasizing how important nutrition is. You really need to get a lockdown the next couple of days before Monday. 60 days isn't very long, but we've done it in less. 6 weeks. it was, Suzanne killed it last time in the iPad challenge. She won the iPad. Before and after pictures are ridiculous. I mean, awesome. We had so many good results with everybody. Rosa did great. I mean, we all killed it. That was like a 6-week program. We added all our teams up and everyone who did it. And we lost over 300 some pounds.
No, it was more than that. It was almost 400 pounds.
Almost 400 too. So I mean, that's crazy in 6 weeks. But again, food is so important. Obviously, working out is very important as well. It's the key of all three of your stuff. Okay, working out, the weight training is huge, guys. Don't just come in and be like, yeah, I'm going to get on the cardio machine for hours and hours. It's not going to cut it. It's better to get like that metabolic resistance training in, expect a type class. And something like Scott's doing, that's cool too. It's the same type of thing. It's metabolic resistance training. Something that's high intensity. You're using weight training as well. So you're gonna burn a lot more calories. Your body's gonna get put together a lot better. It looks like.
What's your suggestion for how much protein?
I would say you guys probably at least 0.8 to a gram per body pound. Split up over like 5-6 meals. But again, if you're doing like the big breakfast diet, it's gonna be a little different. You're not gonna be able to take 140 grams of protein in the morning. You know what I mean? So you're gonna supplement. You're gonna supplement with your protein throughout the day with the branched chain amino acids. But branched chain amino acids is like your super protein, so essentially it's a little bit higher than normal protein for the muscles. But you can't really get a breakdown of that. So do you know what I mean by that? So 20 grams of like a chicken breast is going to be different from like 10 grams of branched chain amino acids. So there could be like 10 grams. It could equal out basically being the same.
Are you recommending any of the branch with your program?
I do that. With my program, it just depends. If you want to do supplements or not. Some people don't, some people do. That's where I came from, was a nutrition background, supplements, things like that. Before I became a trainer, so I really know a lot about that stuff and how it works, why it works, and all that. So, but you don't need that in a plan like this, okay? Unless you're really trying to put on mass. When guys are coming or girls are coming, like, hey, I want to put on some size, like Vanetta. You guys might know Vanetta. She's a skinny girl naturally, and for the past couple months, bulking up because she has a show coming up. She does like figure competitions. She has a show coming up, so we had to put size on her. Putting size on someone with a crazy speedy metabolism and who's naturally thin is hard. It's easier to lose weight, it's harder to gain muscle. Okay? So lifting heavy as crap, eating tons of food, supplement, amino acids before, amino acids after, shakes here, shakes there. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. But when you're eating, especially with my plan, we're eating more often a day, you're getting your branched chain amino acids with the proteins you're eating. So it's not something you need to supplement. It's more of a natural way of doing it, just like a healthy way, I guess you can call it. But you can definitely do it. Really, should I do creatine, things like that? It's up to you. If you want to do it, I can tell you how to do it, how to supplement into your workout, when and when not to do it. But with this, you don't need to. With the big breakfast diet, you do because you're not eating the rest of the day. So what that is doing is actually putting protein in your body to keep you at a catabolic state. So it's like same thing. Every 2.5, 3 hours, I'm eating. Every 2.5, 3 hours, they're taking branched chain amino acids. So they're doing that, like I said, for your muscle. Keep your tone, your body, keep it nice and tight. All right, now basically done, guys. Did anyone have any kind of questions? Yeah.
The big breakfast diet. You're eating that one meal a day. Are you literally not eating anything else the rest of the day?
No.
Just those supplements.
Just the supplements. That's why it's only 28 days. That's why I say you can have. It's a breakfast.
No other meals, but literally nothing.
Literally nothing. You're consuming all your calories in the morning.
Okay.
So that's why they're saying it's extreme rapid fat loss program. That's why it's 28 days. But again, like I said, I wouldn't give this to you if I didn't know it worked. I mean, it's good crap. That guy knows what he's talking about. He's a millionaire.
Are you gaining that way?
No, that's the thing. It's just a sustained thing. I mean, if you get off it and then you start porking down, that's what burger is. But if you get off it, and you sustain, you can't go to the gym, hang out, so someone's coming in. long as you keep a basic healthy type of nutrition plan most of the time, you'll be able to maintain that weight loss.
So you can do the big breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. You can always move, and like I said, you might want to add 2. You might want to do 2 to 3. Like go big breakfast first 28 days, go paleo the rest, go X Factor the rest. Whatever you feel is going to be best for you. But make sure that you have a plan, guys. Plan out the next day and a half that you have before Monday. Don't come Monday and start trying to plan it that week. Well, I'll think about it this week. It's still week 1. You want every little single day is going to count. So, Wendy?
What kind of workout schedule are you looking at? Like every day?
Well, you know me, I'm like, the more the better. So whatever you can do, then I can tell you what you should do. X Factor or metabolic resistance training is the way to go, period. Joel says it, I say it. Everyone, the biggest people in the industry, that's the best way to go. You get your resistance training, your cardio done, in and out, you got a good plan, you're going to get amazing results. If you're following a food plan and you're following like our workouts, there's no way that you're not going to get great results.
So like if you only do it 2 to 3 times a week in X Factor, will that be enough to?
If you do it 2 to 3 times a what?
Like coming to X Factor class.
Oh yeah, and then you're following like the food plan?
Is that enough?
Yeah, you'll be good. 2,
I did it 3 times.
3, is good. And you've been seeing great results too, man. Every time I see you, I'm like, hey, down, you go great. I mean, that's awesome to see, like, people, doing that. But, yeah, I mean, I would say at least 3 days, 4 days if you can. It just depends on your schedule. The less that you're going to get to the gym, how much tighter you need to be on this aspect, the food. Okay.
What's the bit, like, if we can't make it, what should we do?
You can't make what?
We can't make it, like, if the kid misses the bus at school and I can't get it.
Oh, okay, you can't get your time. We can always do, train like metabolic type of resistance training on our own. I mean, you know how to work that. You've been doing X Factor for a while. We've been on and off together for a long time. So it might be at home, or it's just one of those things harder when you're on your own. This is something that you gotta kind of force yourself to do. Get your clock and just be like, all right, I'm gonna bang out an hour, 45 minutes, hard as I possibly can. And just do it. It's just one of those things where you just, if you miss it here, you have to do it on your own. Yeah, it's just one of those things you gotta do. You can't skip it. Is that it, guys? Now I know some of you guys, who still needs to do their pictures and measurements and stuff like that. So okay, so tomorrow are we gonna do something, or are we gonna do something now? What's going on?